is the Samsung dryer here. It's making a really loud squeaking noise. Hopefully you can hear that in the video. Alright, here I am again. Samsung dryer broke down again. This time, the past couple days, it's been real squeaky. Like there's a wheel squeaking, and now it was thumping and just stopped. So if I pause it, nothing happens. When I first started up, the motor seems to buzz. See if we can get it to start. There it's buzzing. And that's it. If I take a look inside here, the drum does move freely. So, whoop, does make a weird sound. So we're gonna see what's going on here. There we go. Pop it right up. And let's see what's going on now. Got it unplugged. So we'll start by popping out these top two screws. And I'm going to pop off the screw in the middle here. Back one here. And then I'm also going to take this one off below the switch here. This one, this is the one with the washer. And I'm going to just unhook these couple wire clips here. And disconnect this plug right here. You can do that with the hold the camera at the same time. And then there's another plug right back here. It's right on the back of the switch back here. Right there. Careful, these edges are very sharp. Okay, now there's a couple more screws here, with washers. Gotta pop them off. There's little clips at the top here that kind of hold the front on, but they may come undone if the door opens. So gotta be sure you hold the front on when you take these out. And now you should be able to press the little clips on the front here, again being careful of the sharp metal. And if you weren't able to get that front clip on disconnected, now's a good time to get it disconnected. And the front should just kind of lift right off now. Set that aside. I'm going to pop these 4 screws off here. Taking the cover the lint trap. Lint trap I'm taking it right now. Set that inside. And I'll pop these 4 screws out real quick. I guess it's just 3 screws. Yeah. I guess we had a big old deck screw in the dryer. Finally, I'll take the 4 screws holding the front of the drum on apart. There's actually a little wire down here that we'll want to disconnect here first. 4 screws on these brackets. And with that, we should be able to lift the front of the dryer off. I'll lift it out of the slots on each side. And carefully remove it. Now if we look back in the lower left corner here, you can see the pulley there that the belt goes around. I'm going to reach back there and lift the belt off the pulleys back there. Let's see if I can get some video. There we go. Pop the belt off. And then we should be able to lift the drum out. Get the belt loose. drum in the other room. So now it's time to inspect everything, see if you can find what's going on. And I did notice that in the front part here, this roller spins freely, but this roller, it seems to be bearings wore out or something. It's turning kind of difficult. So I wonder if that was the one that was squealing. I heard, not sure. Then we come back in here, take a look at the rollers on the back. This one turns a little difficult. I see some hair and gunk around there. This one turns a little difficult, but not too bad. So it's probably best if it's cleaned up. And that seems to spin fine. Motor seems to spin fine. So that, everything being free, I'm actually wondering if this was the culprit when I took this apart. I don't know if the screw got caught in the fan blade here a little bit and was jamming it up or what, but kind of suspecting that was the problem. So I'm going to get these wheels cleaned up here, these over here too, and put it back together. So to pop these wheels off, you just kind of give these little triangles a little squeeze, and pull on the two corners and they should pop right off. And the roller should come off. And I'm just taking a rag here to get all this gunk and hair off here. So now I've got it cleaned off, and I wiped off the wheel here too. The rollers should spin real well now. You can see there's mixed reviews online as to whether or not you should put lubrication on these. I'm opting to put just a little graphite actually, so it's just some dry powder lubricant that I'm going to put on here. I don't know, a lot of people say that you shouldn't put any kind of lubricant. A lot of people say you should put synthetic based grease. I'm just going to put a little graphite on here and call it a day. You guys can choose to do what you want, but I'll have a link to the graphite if you care to buy it. And with wheels back in place, just snap the triangular clip back on, and the roller should be rolling freely now. And repeat for all four rollers. As you can see, there's quite a mess on those wheels and rollers. It's also a good time to clean out all your lint tray here, all the stuff that falls through. And maybe a good idea to just vacuum out any lint that's stuck in your dryer anywhere. Get it good and clean while we're at it. Lift it right by the belt. And slide it back on the back rollers. There we go. There you go. We've got the belt around there. Hopefully you can see that a little bit. And the belt's in place. Now we just gotta put the front on. And now that I have the drum in and belt on, you can see I've got these wheels clean and they're both spinning freely now. So that should take care of the squeaking that we're hearing periodically. Just gotta lift the drum up. Hook on the wheels. And then just hook these brackets right in the edges on both sides. That should hold it in place until you get the screws in. Make sure your drum spins freely as expected, and go ahead and put in the 4 screws in the front here. Don't forget to plug your sensor in down here. That cover. bottom in on the brackets. And as I'm putting it together here, clip the wire. Get some more slack here. Door switch wire. And should snap into place on the top and hold it while you get the screws in. All the screws with washers go in front here. And then finally hook up the wires at the very top here. And we should be good to go. Make sure you get the wires all in the clips. Pop the front on. There we go. And as I said, probably should wear gloves. I did get one cut. It is sharp pieces in there. I'm going to plug it back in and try it. Okay, we got it plugged in now. See if it goes. And we're back to running normal. So there you have the working dryer. And if you thought this video was useful and helped you, please subscribe. I've also got another video on actually replacing the idler pulley that I had replaced last year. So check that out if you need a little additional help getting the idler pulley replaced. And thanks for watching.